Shout out to our affiliates, VeVe Digital Collectibles. Join the future of collecting with VeVe, where the world collects. Whether you're a die-hard fan, a passionate collector, or new to the world of collecting, VeVe is your gateway to premium, officially licensed digital collectibles, comics, and artworks from some of the biggest brands on the planet, such as Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, and many more. Check out the affiliate link in the description box below, or use the QR code that you see on the screen for $10 off your first purchase.
Hey, what's up? My name is Emojii, and I'm here with
Magic.
And we are bringing you another episode of
From Toontown
to Tokyo.
Yay!
Let's go. And actually, I'm really excited about this because you had recommended doing this movie. And this was actually a movie I watched a lot when I was a kid. But I haven't watched it since. But I got to watch this with my kid. But it was also like just a whole different vibe because like I'm watching it from a different lens. The movie we're talking about today is DuckTales Legend of the Lost Lamp. That is the title,
the
right?
movie.
The movie, right? Is it Legend?
We'll just call it DuckTales the Movie.
DuckTales the Movie.
Just in case.
There we go.
Yay!
Hey. So Magic, you had recommended this. Why did you recommend this movie?
I have been toying around with this one for a bit now because I've been wanting to do points of nostalgia for me, but it's hard with knowing if those points hit with other people as well. And I feel like thus far, like we've gotten a response that like people mess with like what we're doing. And sometimes I want to go way back into like deep, like decades ago Disney history. And other times I want to go just like a little bit back, like just maybe remembering a bit of your childhood and things that made you fall in love with Disney. And this movie is one of those for me. Like it's not like a blockbuster film. It's not Little Mermaid, Lion King, Aladdin. It's none of these heavy hitters. But for me, this was a movie that like I would just watch and I loved it. And you asked me when we went to review it, like when was the last time that you saw this film? And I said, gosh, 30 years ago. And that's probably true. I mean, I watched it at my children's age. And it was a very, I think we will probably reminisce on this, but it was a very wild ride and experience to be watching it now with my children. But the crazy part was remembering like everything, like our memories and the amount that we can take into our brain and remember and recollect when it comes to music, movies, all these things. Like sometimes you don't recognize how much your brain can process and hold in and all these like corners of your mind. And watching this film was like actually the epitome of me having the realization of how much is in there that I don't even tap into, because this is a film that I haven't watched in like 3 decades. And in putting it on, everything was like I watched it yesterday. It was crazy. So it was like a wild trip down memory lane.
It's funny you mentioned that because I felt the same way, like even down to the quotes.
Really?
Yeah, there were quotes in the movie and I was like, I remember this quote. I remember this. I remember like, and yeah, I haven't watched it since. And, you know, prior to this, I was, you know, talking to your daughter a little bit off camera and I was like, you know what? I haven't watched this since I was like her age.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But, you know, and I mentioned this before, reliving this with my own daughter, right? My daughter's around your daughter's age, right? It was just a crazy experience. And, you know, while we were watching it, you know, she turned over to me and she was like, Daddy, I think I like this movie. And yeah, and it was just kind of like it's bonding because for me,
that's sweet.
Yeah, this was a movie I watched ad nauseum. I watched over and over and over again. And I will say Disney Plus has had a way too of bringing these movies back. I don't, the remastering process, because obviously it wasn't 1080p, and widescreen, when this movie came out, but they remaster it to the point where it looks like something that came out today. So
yeah,
you don't even feel like you're watching anything dated, right? Like you feel like it's a modern day cartoon, to their credit. But we're gonna say.
I was gonna say I could go. Do you want me to go into the film a little bit now?
Yes, I do. I just want to make one more thing.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So so when it comes to Disney, it's also gonna hit me different when it comes to the shows. Because yes, I watched the movies a lot, but I was big into I watched the Disney afternoon every day after school, right? I love the Disney Channel. So all of those shows that came on, Goof Troop, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Gargoyles, Aladdin, all of that stuff.
Gargoyles, wow.
Yeah, it was all part of my childhood. I watched, every day. And this movie was special because I love DuckTales, the show. So when this came out, I was like, oh, there's a DuckTales movie? This is awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I hadn't watched it in years, and when I'm watching it again for the first time, the movie, I'm waiting for the intro, and the intro never hits. It actually is at the end of the film. But I realized it was because I watched this film, or I watched this show as a kid. I loved the show. I was so into DuckTales. And then the movie came out, and I was so into the movie. And so I just there's so much nostalgia in this one for me with, when you hear the DuckTales theme, you think of Scrooge McDuck diving into his vault of money and swimming and all these things, and you see the three boys and all that stuff. And I feel like they perfectly timed, and this is back then, they perfectly timed making a movie off the hype of
a show.
I guess I should look to see if it was perfectly timed. I don't know the dates, but in my upbringing, it was perfectly timed with the show and the hype. And this movie then came out, and I just remember watching that movie over and over and over and just loving it. And there's so many reasons why, but just to go through it's not complex, but the film is about Scrooge McDuck and his three nephews and niece Webby and his household, and he wants to find this treasure, and he goes to find this treasure, and he finds it. Well, at first he finds nothing. He finds just a chest, and then he finds the map, and then finds the treasure, but the treasure gets stolen from him, and all that's left is Webby takes this lamp. This lamp turns out to have magical powers and has a genie involved. And so all the kids find this lamp together, sort of, and they all wish for these grandiose things. And that was one of the best things of my childhood was I remember clear as day all of their wishes and being a kid and imagining myself in that frame of mind. Can I imagine just being in the middle of the forest with every single game and train and anything that I wished at my demand, and ice cream falling from the sky and animals coming to life and all of my stuffies. When I was a kid, I loved my stuffed animals. I had all of these stuffed animals. So all that brought me back to my childhood of oh my God, that's all the stuff that I would have wished for as a kid. So I thought they did such a beautiful job with that.
You want to know something real quick? Just,
yeah.
So and don't judge me on this. I had a lot of I had a lot of stuffed animals too.
I love stuffed animals.
A lot of stuff. You know what's so funny?
Okay. Now I'm judging.
I had my bed filled with stuffed animals, and then my mom was my stepdad was like, why does he have all these stuffed animals? He can't sleep. like he's curled up in a ball because there's stuffed animals all over. I don't know. I like to play with. I like to play with stuffed animals.
I love stuffed animals. I think they're the best. I still like. Believe it or not, I actually still sleep with like stuffed animals. Like at least one. I like one to like keep me company and keep me comfort. And I always have that. And I like have bags like these. You now can get these like huge canvas bags where you like store all the stuffed animals. So they're like in quote unquote storage, but like it kind of breaks my heart that they're all like kept inside. Like I want them to roam free.
To be free.
I want them everywhere.
Yeah. And you could wish them alive, like, you know, like what.
And I could wish them alive. The tiger eating the rat was the best thing ever. It was the best thing. Like I loved that part of the movie. Loved it. We're getting so off track. Okay.
But I wanted to weigh in on those wishes though, because that was very interesting.
Yeah, it's a huge part.
Yeah, but it was interesting watching it from an adult lens, right? Because when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, of course wish for ice cream. Of course wish for your stuffed animals to be, you know, come to life. And now watching it as an adult, I'm like, these were some really irresponsible wishes. Like, but once again,
it was so pure and it was so pure and innocent and like children, like actually, I feel like I get, as a kid, I thought it was like the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah.
And just like, oh my God, yes, this is what we want. As an adult watching it back, I feel like it shows so much proof of innocence of children.
Yeah.
That like, it doesn't take a lot to make a child happy. You know, like you don't need the riches. You don't need like, they don't need to know what tomorrow is. They just want to be happy each day, every day. And they're like, almost that, like, this is like, we're going to get deep here. That's almost like a lesson to us as adults. Like as adults, we're always looking to like the next bigger, better thing. How do we make not only this day tomorrow, but the next day after that, the next day after that, right? Whereas kids are just like, just give me comfort, peace, happiness in this moment. And that brings me joy. And I think that's a good lesson to adults that we could use as well. Like, don't be worried about, because we saw the greed, right? In this film, you see the greed of adults getting the lamp and what they want and what they wish for. And does that actually make them happy? Or should they be more focused on the day-to-day, what makes them happy, what can bring them joy? And that is family, that is love, that is friendship, that is satisfaction with the place that you're in. And at the end of the movie, that's what we see. So just to take it like a little step further in the storyline. So these kids get, they wake up the genie and he gives them all these wishes and eventually they get found out. But you have this mean sorcerer dude who can have unlimited wishes, who's vying for the lamp as well.
Who's definitely a dude from Back to the Future.
With this side, yeah, kind of, right? With his sidekick, Dijon. If you don't know, Dijon.
Oh, that's the beggar dude right there?
Oh, the beggar dude.
Corner. There you go. Okay. Dijon. The mustard.
Yes, like the mustard.
Oh, okay.
And you have all these people vying for the power and the authority and what comes with the lamp. And it changes hands multiple times and there's this fight over the lamp and fight over riches and wealth and power. And finally it comes down to Scrooge getting the lamp back and making the right decision to, much like Aladdin, free the genie. Which is huge for Scrooge because Scrooge wants all the money, all the power. That's what everybody knows Scrooge McDuck for. Like, hate him or love him, but like that's what he's known for. And in this film, he sees not only the genie as a human, but also sees his nephews and niece and how much this person means to them. And so he sacrifices his own greed and self-righteousness to do the right thing. And that's another reason I really love the film, is because it's very rare that you see Scrooge do the right thing. Like, Scrooge is known for like being the money man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I love that he was very human in the film.
True. You know what I thought was also like a dope little nod, and I don't know, I feel like this was a nod, but it's something I didn't realize until later in life because I didn't know this. But Scrooge McDuck's first appearance, right, like, is in Christmas in Bear Mountain, I think is what the comic is called. We have it on VeVe, but I think
sounds right.
Christmas on Bear Mountain. And it's like, this thing where this bear comes, and they dress up as a bear, but then the real bear comes, and that. But anyway, that's Scrooge's first.
And there's a test. I remember that.
Yeah, but I found it was interesting when the wizard came after Scrooge and like broke into the thing. Remember what he transformed into?
Yeah, a bear. Open up the door.
Yeah, so I didn't know if that was a nod or stuff but that's what it reminded me of.
Could have been.
And I didn't know that thing from that till later because I didn't know like what his first appearance was. But yeah, it was interesting. Are we gonna get to the song at the end though?
The song at the end.
Do. Life is like a hurricane. I'm not going to do too much because I don't.
That's not the song at the end. That's the theme song.
Yeah, but they played it at the end.
That's a bop.
It is.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay. I just need to know: did you let it play out?
I don't think I did because I had to get to bed. But like, no, I know that song. Like, okay. I know that song.
No, we do. But when I heard it, I was like, I have to let this play out. Like, I have to. If I hear that song, like, it's a vibe. And I fully envision him diving into his money and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, this film for me it was wild to watch it again, having not watched it in decades. But watching it and knowing every single moment, like, that was kind of bizarre in a way. That I didn't expect. Some of these films that I've not watched in a long time, which we've reviewed, I remember a lot. But this one, it was almost like, I almost feel like I can quote it. Yeah. That's how much I know this movie, that I feel like I could quote it. And as I was watching, I can't off the cuff because it's been so long, but as I was watching it, a line would happen and I would know the next line. That's how much I watched this film as a kid, and I really, really loved it. And I don't know what it... Especially from Dijon. Dijon also had a lot of quotable lines. He was like, I think I need a nap, and my mom... Like, there were certain things in the movie that...
Dijon was great.
Yeah.
Dijon was great.
When he said it, I was just like... I remember this vividly. Even the way, the inflection, the vocal inflection. Even the guy that you say isn't the dude from Back to the Future, but I feel it is. When he was like, the lamp, that's that. The way he says that stood out to me for so many years that I thought it was from a different movie. I thought it was from either Roger Rabbit or from Back to the Future.
Okay, I'm about to blow your mind right now. So
What?
We've been fighting about Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Murloc, the bad guy, right? I'm looking at IMDb right now.
Yes.
Murloc is Christopher Lloyd.
I told you.
But that's not who I was saying.
Who were you saying?
I was saying Genie. That I was shocked at who Genie was.
No, not Genie. Yeah, Murloc. Murloc is Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future and from Roger Rabbit.
100% right. Yes, you're 100% right. He's also the
Can I hit a yay on that?
Bad guy.
Okay, I just had to do that. Thank you. I feel better now.
I said he was right. Oh, I'll never live this down. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I will never live this down.
I'm gonna hit another one.
Yay!
And a happy Pikachu. There we go.
In my defense, I thought we were talking about the same person.
Nope, definitely not. But what were you talking about with the Genie? Tell me about the Genie.
Okay, so Murloc is Christopher Lloyd. Genie.
Yay!
Genie is Rip Taylor.
Who?
Oh my God. It's so wild because I have actually been referencing Rip Taylor recently and nobody knows who he is.
Who is Rip Taylor?
But he's the confetti guy. So
That's
he's
not
the
helpful.
stand-up. Yeah, I get that. That's how I describe him though.
Oh, okay.
He is this stand-up comedian, but he has this thing where he has like a thing and oh my God.
Yo, that looks crazy. We're talking DuckTales. Hold on. DuckTales.
Pause the pauses. But he does this confetti thing. That's what he was. I think he passed away, but that's what he was known for.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Can you do the gesture again?
No. No. But Rip Taylor was this voice, and I heard Genie, and I kept listening to him. I'm like, God, I know this voice. How do I know this voice? And it's Rip Taylor. Got it. There's some heavy hitters in this film. I did not know that Christopher Lloyd was Murloc, though. That's wild.
Yeah, as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, "Oh snap!" But yeah. But I mean, so you did you watch this with your kids or no?
I tried to, but like here's what I'll say in my defense.
Okay.
Is I watched to get ready for today. I watched an anime and a Disney film back to back, and my kids were tapped out after the anime. They can't. It's too much. They can't handle anymore. Like
blame it on the anime. Blame it on the
Yeah, they couldn't. After that, they were like, "Mom, I can't do it." So they tried, but they were just. It was too much.
I feel you. Definitely at some point cycle it back with them because I am interested to hear their thoughts, and also your experience watching this with them again. Because I'm sure this movie has high rewatchability, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Not only just from watching it as a kid,
fun.
even now,
it's entertaining.
I will watch it again tonight.
There's nothing to not like about this film. It's a very fun film. It's not like anything that. I don't even know if this ever went to theaters. I feel like this was something that was just.
I feel like it did.
Kind of Disney Channel,
Yeah.
I feel like this is like a sleeper that just sort of.
If it did come to theaters, it may have been because DuckTales is a little. When did DuckTales start airing? Because I was like
early 90s.
Because I remember watching DuckTales reruns. So when I was watching Disney Afternoon, they were doing DuckTales reruns. It wasn't like, I don't know if it was new episodes.
90. The movie is 90.
Okay, yeah. So it was a little bit too young for me. I wouldn't have been to the movies at that time. But
But it was perfect. If you didn't have to be at the movies and you could watch something at home based off of something you already knew. I feel like that's what they did with DuckTales. I feel like it was something that
it came on a lot. It came on a lot on TV. I do remember that. The movie I'm talking about. The movie came on a lot on TV.
Yeah.
But all right. So are we in review time?
Sure.
Okay. Are you gonna go for this first this time? Because you had me go first the last 6 episodes.
It's good for you.
Wait, you for real? You want me to go first?
100%.
Okay. All right. My review of DuckTales: Legend of the Lost Genie in the Lamp. Something like that. That's definitely the title. Yay! Okay. So, this was one of those movies that I watched a lot when I was a kid, as we talked, and watching it again as an adult, I see why. This movie is just fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, could you call it the Temu Aladdin? Kind of, maybe to a degree, but even still, the characters in it, the the storytelling in it, everything, even the little jokes and stuff like that. They were talking about Murloc and how he got mad and sunk Atlantis, or had Pompeii go up in flames, but it was it was a good, fun movie. And even as an adult, I could see myself watching it again. And even, you know, fast forward now, if this movie came out in the 90s, all right, we're 2025 right now. We're talking about 35 years later. And my daughter is like, I like this movie. Like, this is something I could see her watching on replay. And I think that says a lot as far as, you know, standing the test of time. And like I said, also Disney does an amazing job at remastering their films. Watching it again, I mean, I love the movie. It put me in the vibe. It put me in the vibes. When that theme song at the end hit, it literally took me back to my childhood. I felt like all the things that I loved about being a kid, I kind of just came right back to me as an adult watching this. I'm giving this film a 10 out of 10. I'm giving this film a 10 out of 10. This, you know, is something I watched on replay as a kid. I see why, and I will watch it on replay as an adult. So here we go, 10 out of 10.
Yay!
Let's go. Magic.
Wow. I did not expect that. Wow. I thought you were going to give like a 7 or an 8.
Nah, this is DuckTales. We gotta put respect on DuckTales' name. We gotta put respect on DuckTales' name.
My only flaw with the movie is them not using the outro as the intro. Like, for them to not have life is like
they have it at the end though. They have it right when it ends. Like I thought that was perfect timing.
I just wish they had started the film like that. Like,
okay.
Like, especially transitioning from watching the show as a kid to watching the film. But I get it. You wanted to like stand on its own. And so like at the end you get the credits of that. Mm-hmm. But I kind of like, when I did start it, because I haven't seen it in so long. So when I did start it again, I was really kind of hoping for that in the beginning. And I didn't see it. So then when I got to the end, I was like, yes, there it is. There's my jam. Like, I was so into it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this one for me, it's nostalgia. It's childhood. It's me coming home, watching cartoons, having then a film that translates from the cartoons that is equally just as good, if not even better. Like, for me, I can't tell you a single episode of DuckTales. I know the jingle. That's like imprinted in my brain. But I couldn't tell you. I know Launchpad, I know Nanny, I know, you know, all the characters, but I can't tell you a single episode. That movie, I can tell you like basically exactly what happens in that movie. And that's how much I know that it resonated and how much I love it. And it like brought this sense of joy from like a show that I watch into a movie. I kind of wish it had been like mainstream big thing, but it's you're going to find that it's very, very difficult for me to do a 10 out of 10. There will be 10 out of 10s, I promise. But this one is a strong 9 out of 10. Strong 9 out of 10.
There you go.
Yay! Yeah.
I would give it a 0.5, but I'm not allowed those. So.
No 0.5s. But 9 is good, and I could see that. And honestly, I could see a 9, but for me, it's just kind of like, I want to watch this again. And I think a large part of it too, like it's
really fun.
But you know what's funny? Everything that you said about the lines coming back to you, like after not seeing it for years and the lines coming back to you like you've seen it yesterday. I don't know if I've had that happen to me in rewatch. But you know what? I also, you know, may not have watched a lot of movies from my childhood that had that big of a gap, right? Like even the Disney movies, right? Like Aladdin. I've watched that more recently than being a kid, right? So I don't know if I've watched something that I've watched that many times stopped watching it, and then like years later watched it again and had that effect. So this was probably like one of those first type of moments for me. But I am interested to see if I dive back into movies that I watched a lot as a kid that I haven't watched, you know, in more recent years, if it has that. But so far, I like this. This literally was like a time capsule. It was, yeah.
That's the perfect way to put it. Is it really is such a time capsule. Like, it's crazy to see into the depths of your mind and your history. To have not, like for me, to have not watched this film in 3 decades. And literally as I'm watching it, I can finish sentences. But I've not watched it for 30 years. That's great. Like, that's a lasting impact. That is what makes me want to give it a perfect 10. But I can't. But like the fact that like when I rewatched it, knowing the lasting impact, like seeing everything happen and being like, I remember this. I remember every single moment. That tells me how much I loved it as a kid and how much it left a lasting impact. And I can't say that for a lot of films in my life. A lot of these films that we're watching and reviewing together, even ones I'm recommending as a Disney person, like there are certain things I can't remember. But when you have a film like this that resonates so deeply, I get you giving it a 10 out of 10 because like it's your core, like it's part of your core memories. Yeah.
You know what might do this as well, and I have to, maybe at some point we have to review it on the show, but it's a movie that I haven't watched since I was young, but it might have a similar effect, the Goofy movie.
Oh, we should, but we have to have Max on again for that. We have to have
Max. Now, I've seen clips, right?
I'd actually love to have Max and Ginny together on that one.
We should. Yeah. That would be dope. Although you guys have seen it recently, but, you know, outside of clips, because it was all over the place for the anniversary, right? Powerline clips. But outside of that, I haven't actually seen the movie since I was a kid. But that was another one that I watched a lot. And
okay, before we wrap up, I know that we're like winding down here on the review. For the audience, do you think there's a way in which we can't watch the movie live, but in a way which we could do a live review? I wish it could be a live watch and review, but we can't, right?
I mean, there's ways that we can watch it together, but review it would kind of like be separate because we'd be talking. Like, you're talking about like a commentary, like a director's commentary over the movie? If you, like, that would be the most epic thing, though. If you could have all the 4 of us watching this film together, but doing like live commentary. And we can't do that on YouTube. Like, we could, but that would be we get stricken.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind as long as my channel's not banned. Like, I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. But like, I just, to have people witness, because I have Max in person and Janie, literally like filling this film, and every intricacy and piece and part of it is like so beautiful.
We could talk about it. We could talk about it.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
But it is interesting because like both those movies, that one and this one, you know, came from shows that became very popular that they ended up making a movie out of.
Right?
And you brought up a good point, because you have that a lot, but you don't always have movies that are success. Like, sometimes you have it as just being a cash grab, right? Like, this show's popular, let's just make a movie. And
the Goofy movie was the same thing. Like, that was a slow burn as well.
Yeah, but like both of those movies encompassed like what made those shows so popular so well, to a degree that, you know, and you said it best, I don't really remember any sayings from DuckTales, and even if I watched DuckTales, I don't think that there'd be episodes where I could finish the sentences. This movie I can. Granted, it is a movie, so it's shorter. But the same thing with Goofy movie, right? Like, I watched Goof Troop a lot, but the Goofy movie, right, it just hits different. So we'll figure that out. But did you have anything to say before we close up?
No, I think we kind of picked apart something interesting here, that it's something you'll love. For at least DuckTales, it's, in a sense, for me at least, in recognizing my memory, it's a heart of the music. Mm-hmm. For DuckTales, it is that song. Yeah. That song brings me back every time. But I can't, as you were just saying, I can't recollect a single episode, a single memory, other than him diving into his cash bank, right? But that song, I will never forget. But the movie, I will never forget. I know that movie so well. And the same is true with the Goofy movie. I can't tell you anything about Goof Troop, but I can tell you what happens in that movie and how that movie goes. So it's like, I feel like there's these beautiful little intricacies of Disney that true fans know, but not every fan knows, or maybe they know that, but they don't know anything else. But there's always.
Are you calling me a true fan?
No. But there's these beautiful components of, I feel like, where Disney, like when they put out DuckTales, the TV series, it was money, a show. Like, not saying that's what they were thinking, but when they put out the movie hit different. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they did the same thing with the Goofy movie. And so there's these beautiful things that I feel like were, of course, everything that they do, they want to make money. But I feel like there's these beautiful moments that have happened in Disney history that not everybody gloms onto or understands if they've not been like necessarily a fan. Mm-hmm. But if you are a fan, maybe that's why. Even Emperor's New Groove, we recently reviewed that, right? They are not things that are widely publicized, but have become sort of
cult classics
because of the love and the fandom. And I feel like DuckTales the movie is definitely one of those things. Definitely. It is a cult classic. Definitely. May never have hit theaters, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know. One. Yeah, I don't know, because that date, I'm not sure. I would have been too young to go to the theaters. But also too, if it came out in '90, I know I made the joke referring to it as Team Aladdin, but that predates Aladdin, right?
I think Aladdin is '92, right?
I think so. Because I remember going to the theaters to see Aladdin multiple times. Actually, I think I went to the theaters 5 times to see Aladdin. Of course you did. I killed my mom with that. But yeah, so that means it would predate.
I'm pretty sure Aladdin was. I feel like Aladdin was 90. I might be wrong. Don't kill me, guys. But I feel like I feel like 92 was Aladdin.
No, I think you're right.
89 was Mermaid.
Mermaid. Yep.
Yeah. And 94 was Lion King. I feel like 92 was Aladdin. Dang, that's crazy. I thought a bit off Aladdin. It was predating Aladdin.
Yeah. And there was a lot of similarities.
And guys, also realize the genie was a child, right? Like, he's a boy in this film. He's a little boy. But he's Rip Taylor. Rip Taylor is a famous comedian.
Can you do the gesture again?
So did Rip... What did you say? King of what? Majestry?
No, I said, can you do the gesture again? The Rip Taylor gesture.
I'm not doing the gesture again. No. We're not doing that again. But Rip Taylor, who is a comedian and sort of like a magician, played Genie in this film. And then you had Robin Williams, a comedian, play Genie in the next film. Did we just find something, maybe?
I think we did. Yeah. Maybe.
Nobody can outdo Robin Williams, though. Not taking anything away from him. GOAT.
The goat.
Yay!
But yes, I would highly, if you haven't seen this movie, I would highly recommend. I think both of us, right? Would highly recommend checking this out.
100%.
Yeah.
Love this movie.
Definitely a classic. And yeah, just check out DuckTales too. It was a classic series, all on Disney Plus. Hey. Do you have anything to say before we wrap things up?
No, this was a fun trip down memory lane, and I like the reminiscing of old stuff and checking out new things, and just want to continue doing that.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. My name is Emojii, and I'm here with
Magic.
And we thank you guys for traveling with us once again on another journey
From Toontown
to Tokyo. We do this every week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. Tune in next week and catch us later. Until then, take care, be easy, and peace.